Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and I'm here to talk about The Flash, episode 311, titled Dead or Alive, which premiered Tuesday, January 31st, 2017 on the CW. Today is February 1st, that I'm recording this on. But before we get started, guys, huge spoiler alert. As always, I hope you watch the episode before you're checking out this video and seeing what I picked out or what I thought about the episode. I'd hate to spoil it for you guys and your viewing experience, but otherwise, huge warning for you there. Otherwise, all my other rules about my series is up on screen right now. I've said it all year so far, so just as a quick reminder. And with that said, let's try to do this in 10 minutes, and let's begin with what happened. So, timeline-wise, I was able to pick up that maybe it's been a few days since the previous episode, since 310. So there wasn't an actual date, but it definitely hasn't been that long, from my understanding, since the way the episode ended. Last episode was with Gypsy's arrival, and this episode, well, deals with Gypsy. Moving on, though, episode reminder is the two metahumans with the Vibe powers attacking, aka Vibe and Gypsy, which leads to the villain of the episode being Gypsy from Earth 19. So episode breakdown pretty much is divided into two. First one was what I'm calling challenging Gypsy. Gypsy knows, during the whole battle, Gypsy knows that Cisco is holding back with his powers because their powers, they run on the same frequency or the same wavelength, so she can tell that he's holding back what he's capable of doing. So that was pretty interesting in itself. Also, we see their fight spanning to Earth 2, Earth 38 or 39, the one that holds Supergirl's world. They managed to take their fight to the Catco office for a brief moment, where we kind of see a little cameo of Kara's replacement as assistant, so there's that. Also, they apparently take their fight to the edge of a volcano, from the looks of it, and then they go back to the park on Earth 1. In the end, though, Cisco wins, but he doesn't kill her like it's supposed to be fight to the death. So Gypsy returns to Earth 19, but she brings the news that she had killed HR, when in fact HR is now stuck on Earth 1. He can't go back to Earth 19, otherwise he's going to face the death penalty pretty much, because that's what the punishment is for intergalactic or interdimensional travel, from the sounds of it. We actually found out that 2 years previously or something, or I don't think it was 2 years, but some time ago, one parallel or one multiverse world attacked Earth 19, and after that attack, they kind of banned all travel to other worlds, otherwise face the death penalty. Then they created the collectors, like Gypsy, to go after those who broke that law. So there's that. The second case, though, I'm calling the arms deal case. That's pretty much Iris risking her life for a possible breakthrough story. The arms deal is more important because it's more high-tech weaponry, from the looks of it. So there's that. Last moment of the episode was Barry telling Wally that he needs Kid Flash to become faster so that he could save Iris and May, not the Flash. So there's something like that, which leads to my most shocking moment of the episode. I have to say it was surprising that Barry actually told Wally that he needed to get faster so that he could save Iris, which is true because in the future they didn't see Kid Flash anywhere. So with the rate that Wally's speed's been increasing, it's very possible he could hit the speed they need in order to save Iris in the little time window they had, according to Julian's calculations. Moving on, though, to top 3 favorite moments. First one has to be the dynamic between Cisco and HR. I really like how far it came. I really like how not only is it shown by Cisco standing up and fighting for claim over HR so that he doesn't have to go back to Earth 19 to his death, but also at the very end when Cisco is sharing with HR all the different things that the other 2 versions of Harrison Wells has taught him. It was just really great to not only see the role reversal for Cisco in regards to a Harrison Wells figure, but it's just interesting to see how they play off of each other. So there is that part. Second favorite moment, though, I'd have to say has to be when they introduced the little Lego diagram of the future moment they're trying to prevent, aka the moment Savitar kills Iris. I just liked how really detailed they went into creating the Lego diagram. They could have made some computer simulation, holograms even, if they wanted to. They have the tech for it, but they went old school and used little Legos. So that was fun to see. It was also great to see Barry, Caitlin, and Cisco trying to work out what needs to be worked on or focused on, and then having Julian come in and show them the math. It's like based off of Barry's progress with his speed progression and the time it's taken. It's like, what, 2.5 years now for him? He wouldn't be able to make the speed he needs in that short amount of time. So even bringing in the math from it, and then it was just a great scene that I really liked. Another favorite, I have to say, would have to be the fight between Cisco and Gypsy. Not only do you get Cisco trying to flirt with Gypsy, but you also get Gypsy calling Cisco out, saying that you're a lot more powerful than you let people believe. Why are you holding back? That type of thing. And then having him give her full, or I don't know if it is his full power, but enough of his power that she is thrown away by it, or she's paralyzed by it. She's definitely very stunned when he does it, saying that, giving off the impression she's never felt that type of power before being directed at her. So it was a very interesting fight for sure. It was a little shame that she couldn't stay and kind of fake her death like she did with HR and just stay on Earth 1 to kind of see how things went with Cisco, but maybe she'll come back and visit. I wonder if the same rules apply if Cisco were to go to Earth 19 to visit her, if he has to still be bound by Earth 19 laws or stuff like that. But anyways, moving on though, the top 3 peeved moments. I have 2. First one was, again, Wally and his reaction to the cheerleaders wanting to have a photo with him, and then them allowing him to have a photo with him. Because I mean, really, how hard is it going to be for someone to just digitally take out the kid flash mask and find out facial recognition wise who is under the kid flash mask? So like, that really bugs me. It's like, you shouldn't really be having people take photos of you unless it's a blurred thing. But anyways, that irritation kind of got less of a peeve for me because of Wally's reaction to Iris's actions and almost getting herself killed, which leads to my second peeve, which is kind of my bigger peeve of the episode. And it was the fact that Iris pretty much has a death wish while pursuing the arms deal case like she does. This whole episode, she gives, I don't know if I would say she was more arrogant, but she definitely purposely put herself in harm's way. I mean, she's off the impression that she knows that she's supposedly supposed to die in May. That means she is safe from all else harm until her death by Savitar in May, regardless of whether they save her or not. So she goes and purposely puts herself in the line of fire for a gun and pretty much tempts fate. It's like, how does that not... I didn't understand that, because the fact that she knows that she's going to die in May does not seal the fact that she's going to die in May. She could do something completely reckless and while thinking that, oh, I'm going to be safe, but that could instantly kill her. And then what? You had this whole thing about trying to change the future. Well, you just changed the future by behaving differently than what you would have normally acted. So, like, for example, if Iris didn't know that she was going to die in May, do you think she would have handled that arms deal case a lot differently? You think she would have actually been more protective of herself, more on guard with herself, more at least reserved on, like, trying to save her life from the guy pointing the gun at her? Because she doesn't know that she's gonna die sometime in the future, right? So it's like, it really bugged me that just because she knew that she was gonna die later on in the future that gives her the right to kind of behave recklessly now. Because for all she knows, the only reason she survived until May was because she's been cautious and careful of what she's been doing, not because she's been putting herself in the line of fire. But now because she's put herself in the line of fire, that could change the whole timeline of when she's supposed to get killed. Or even if she is supposed to get killed, she might get killed sooner because she's reckless. So it's like, it was just an annoying peeve for me. I kept thinking, why are you doing this? I mean, I get like she wants to make her mark on the world, but I'm pretty sure you can make your mark on the world without purposely risking your own life. I mean, there's so many different ways she could have gone about that investigation tactic of hers, but I just felt like, no, she like put herself unnecessarily in harm. So moving on though, since the timer's about to go off in 2-1 right now. So what will I remember most when I look back on this episode? The fact that we got the fight between Cisco and Gypsy. It was just great to see how the powers of vibe, or the powers of the whole interdimensional or multi-universal, whatever you want to call it, their powers. It was great to see the different levels of it. Since we've seen it before with Reverb, Cisco's previous or current level, and then now with Gypsy we've seen it. But moving on, random questions. One question is, why is Wally getting faster than Barry? Is it really because of the Philosopher's Stone giving Wally his speed, or is it something else? I mean, why is he progressing a lot faster than Barry ever could be? And he's not really, like, Barry's not really becoming the fastest man alive, like the title sequence always starts off as. So it's like, yeah. What do you think about that in the comments down below? Okay, so based off of the predictions coming up next, based off the promo for 312, it looks like the next metahuman pretty much has the killer touch. Anything he touches kind of disintegrates or turns to ash. So the team has to try to find a way to catch him without actually touching him, but unfortunately, Iris gets touched by him and she deals with the consequences for that. And also we see Barry training Wally further on trying to teach him what he knows, as well as trying to get him to be faster. Based off the synopsis though for the episode, it reads The Touch of Death. Barry and the team at Star Labs work together to bring down Clive Yorkin, a criminal metahuman who is methodically killing people by causing them to decompose at an accelerated rate. Joe becomes his next target, but it's Iris who is caught in the crossfire. Flash mentors Kid Flash and begins to elevate the newer speedster's training to another level. So I'm wondering if Iris's brush of death in this episode is going to change her reckless behavior and kind of be more on the fence about her future, even though she knows of the possibility that she's going to die in May if they don't change it. So there is that. But that's pretty much all I have to say about the episode. I just hope that we actually maybe get some input from Earth 2 Wells. I still think it's him on the roof, or Jesse even. I'm wondering how Jesse's speed's coming along. But yeah, so let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts, theories, and predictions about that. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other videos if you haven't done so already. If you want, check out my Tumblr page. The link for that is down below. I reblog promos, web clips, quotes, GIFs, synopses, news, all that good stuff about the shows I watch. As organized as possible for me, so you can find all that stuff in one place if it's easier for you, so go follow me there if you want. WordPress, it's still a work in progress, but it has everything I do online connected together. So, for example, my Tumblr tag list can be found on my WordPress page, but you get linked right back to Tumblr once you click it. So, anyways, follow me there if you want, and that's about it. So, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you come back next week to hear what I have to say about the next episode. But until then, guys, this is Mel. Wishing you all a great day, great week, wherever you are. Bye for now.